Hi, today is July the 18th, 2019. This is Dr. Wes Fryer, and this is my screencast for the Unpacking and Understanding Media Controversy project at the Summer Institute for Digital Literacy. This is an example of a completed student screencast for this project. As I was exploring topics for this project and deciding what I wanted to explore, these are some things I started to wonder about our environment and climate change. Why does climate produce such extreme weather? What are the safest places to live during this time of climate change? Why do some people deny that climate change is happening? I chose two articles for my project, and visually, they are pretty different. The first article that is called The Climate Trap for Democrats, and also, I guess it has a different title, Climate Change Debate Primary Issue for Democrats, has a picture of the street protest and a man carrying a large ball that looks like the Earth. This second article includes a picture of President Trump at a podium, and it is called Trump Says He Won't Take Action on Climate Because It Threatens Corporate Profits. There aren't really many visual clues about the opinions of the authors or the purposes of these articles. When I compared and contrasted the articles and made the word clouds, they both, have the word climate. Obviously, that wasn't a surprise. The first article seems to focus a little more on President Trump or a little less on names like President Trump or political parties. But the second article mentions his name more. You can see it shows up more in the word cloud. And it emphasizes maybe some persuasive words like cleanest a little bit more. For the info picks, I just used the pictures that were there on the articles. For the first one, I chose the phrase climate change rhetoric won't change or win elections. This seems to be the main point of the author, even if there are street protests and lots of talk about climate change and global warming. The author says that's not going to change any of the results when people go to vote in the United States or anywhere else. It also talked about Australia, actually. For the second info pick, I chose the words for Trump, corporate needs are first. The author is wanting to point out that despite all these facts about climate change, extremes, and severe weather, the U.S. president is going to barrel ahead with his own agenda that is pro-business and focused on the economy. Overall, I think I was a little disappointed that there weren't more images used to get my attention in these articles and to share the message of the authors. Before I used the extension that cleaned these up, there were a lot of distracting images that you can see here about other articles and things. So I was glad to use the reader view. I don't know if either of these articles are going to change anyone's mind about climate change or the environment. I do think it's important we focus on facts and what scientists are concluding about our environment. I am very concerned about climate change, but also pessimistic that our elected leaders in the United States are going to take the kind of decisive actions necessary to try and change the overall trajectory of our planet's climate.